listen carefully. Verse 23, it says this, Paul writing to the church at Colossae. And whatsoever, I don't care if you're a mechanic or plumber, contractor, whatever you do, whatever you do for a living, where somebody is paying you to do it, whatsoever you do, do it heartily. That means you do it enthusiastically. You do it cheerfully. You do it with a good attitude. You do it with a good attitude. And you do it as to the Lord. You do it as though you were hired by the Lord, you're working for the Lord, and the Lord is watching. You ever thought of your workplace in terms like that? And not unto men. Don't view it, well, I'm working for this guy, and man, he's a creep, and he doesn't deserve, the full time that I'm to give, and he's not paying me really what I'm worth, and so I'm just going to give him what I think he's worth. That's if you're working for men. And you need to be careful about that attitude. Can I get an amen? I'm getting quiet here tonight. But you work as though you're working for the Lord. You work righteously. And you cheat no man for nothing. Story I heard a long time ago, and it's a true story, that there was this guy that was a premier builder in the Florida area, built custom homes. And he had this project manager that he had hired, and what the guy did is, he put together the plans, he kind of run the construction and all of that, and over a period of time, although it was a really good job and it paid very well, he became disgruntled. He began to think that he wasn't being treated right. And the straw that broke the camel's back is that the guy that owned this construction company said to the project manager, now there's one home here that I want to leave you to build. My wife and I are going to go away a month to Hawaii, and when we get back, we'll deal with the finished product. We need this house done, but we need it done right. This is a very special home for a very special person. I don't want you cutting any corners. I want the craftsmanship to be the best that we've ever produced. This is a special home, and so I'm even going to pay you a little bit more to make sure these things happen. And then I'll talk to you about the progress when we get back. So when the guy gets back from Hawaii, the house is done. But while he's gone, the guy that's building his house is so disgruntled, he just poorly put the thing together. I used cheap materials. None of the walls were level or straight or plumb. He just threw the house together because he was so disgruntled, because he planned on quitting. He was going to put in his resignation and quit when the guy got back. And so you probably know where the story's going. When the guy gets back, he says, take me over to the house, and I want you to bring your wife with you. And as they're standing by the front door, he hands him the keys and said, for all the years you've served me, for all the years you've been faithful and you've been a good employee, this is your house. It's my gift to you. Well, I think one of these days we're going to be handed some keys. And God's going to say, were you faithful in how you treated others? Because maybe your mansion may have some crooked walls and some gaps. I don't know, man. Here's the deal. A just weight and balance are the Lord's. He's watching. So everything that we do, whatever it is, we do it joyfully. We do it enthusiastically. We do it at the very best level that we can do. You produce the very best. Be a craftsman at whatever you do. And do it as though the Lord is watching and you're working for the Lord and not for men. Some of the greatest advice that I've ever got.